Hi seniors, I miss you and I hope you're doing well with the shelter in place. I'm sure that the extra time with the family has been wonderful and probably has an impact with the decisions you're going to make for next semester and whatever your post-prospect plans are. So in this video, we're going to review what your next steps are for every case scenario. And if you have any questions, I encourage you to email me directly either through School Loop or through my direct email, which will be listed at the end of the presentation. So to begin with, you have the choice of attending a four-year school. Congratulations, you were accepted to your #1 school. So that makes the decision process easy. What you want to do is make sure you carefully read the email, follow all of the directions, and submit your SIR, which is your student intent to register. That usually has a deposit that you need to pay, which is non-refundable. Right now, a lot of schools are having different due dates for the SIR. Not too many in California, but across the US, some schools are adjusting when the SIR is due. If you were accepted to other schools but you have no intention of attending, go ahead and let them know that you will not attend. This gives other students a chance to get off the wait list. If you are a student that has 2 or more schools to consider, this is going to be a tricky time for you. You're going to want to continue to read all emails carefully so that you're following the directions. You want to utilize the resources that they send you, which would be virtual tours, options for teleconferencing, check out their social media that they share with you. You also want to use this time to dig a little bit deeper, maybe find things that you would have seen on a college tour. So go ahead and look at their Instagram page, their Facebook pages, and maybe even look for additional pages with clubs or groups or fields of study. Sometimes they have their own Facebook page. And take a look at that. What is the vibe that you get from looking at those images or reading those posts? Do you feel connected? Do you feel included? Do you want to be a part of that? And then you also need to fully understand the cost. This is a huge commitment and you want to be on the same page with your parents or understand fully what you are committing to. So how much will you be paying versus how much your parents will be paying? Does the school have a good graduation rate? Is it 4 years? A lot of private schools will have 4 years. Or is it 6 years? A lot of our CSUs will have 6 years as an average graduation rate. Now there's a lot of things to consider with that, and we can have a different conversation later about that. But that's something that you need to think about because that ultimately will be a cost to you. Also look at the school to see how many AP classes they will accept for credit. That saves a lot of money and it could possibly mean you graduate earlier. And then another huge cost is living at home versus living on campus. So once you decide all of that and you narrow down the school, then you go back up to the first point, which is making sure you read all of the emails of your school of choice and submit your SIR. So for students who are considering a community college, this is an excellent option because it's nearby and you can attend for free. So what your next steps are for attending a community college are know what your ultimate plan is. Do you plan to go to West Valley or De Anza or any of the community colleges to transfer to a 4-year school? Are you going to attend a community college because you want specialized training for a career? Or maybe you're just looking to explore because you have no idea what you want to study, and that's okay too. So go ahead and consider those options because that's going to impact which community college you attend. If you want to go to a school that's on the quarter system, you may want to actually attend a community college that is also on the quarter system versus a semester system. And that's important when you are thinking about your own study styles, because a quarter system moves a lot faster, whereas a semester system has a couple extra weeks, gives you a little more time to understand the concept that they're explaining and to give you some breathing room while you're working on multiple subjects. So when you're deciding which community college to attend, you need to understand where the location is. Is it going to be convenient for you to drive to? Is it on the quarter or semester system? How is the parking? You are going to be going there every day. Little things like that can sometimes aggravate your experience of being in school. What's the student body like? Is it vibrant, or is it more of a commuter school where they go in and then they leave? Then there's also the option of comparing schools. There's an online tool that you can use to compare the schools. Once you've decided which community college to attend, then you enroll. And we have directions on how to enroll in community college. Every school is a little bit different, but almost everyone will have a button that says enroll, and then you follow those directions. West Valley College is going to have a teleconference with prospect students, and they will walk all of us through the process that they have. So please let me know if you're interested in being a part of that conference. The last and most important aspect about going to a community college is you want to make sure that your FAFSA or DREAM Act is sent to the community college. Every school in our area has grants, or they all call them a different thing. It's either the De Anza Promise or the community grant. And that's so that you can attend school for free for 2 years. And please take advantage of that. The other options that our students consider are the military, workforce, and gap year. Now, if you're going to go into the military, we normally have recruiters on campus. Obviously, we don't have that luxury right now. So if you're considering the military, please contact me so that I can connect you with a representative from one of the armed forces. If you are going to go directly into the workforce, I encourage you to look at our jobs board that we have online, and also prepare a resume so that you do some self-reflection and understand what are your skills and how is it that you want to best utilize that. The last option that a lot of our students consider is a gap year. We have a lot of resources online that I can help connect you with, but ultimately you need to have a plan for your gap year, because that's the whole purpose, is how are you going to use this gap year? You are using a year before you attend school again. That's typically what people do when they have a gap year. So schools want to know how you've used that year. And some students decide to do this even if they've been accepted to schools. So you may want to defer an acceptance for a year so that you could take advantage of a gap year. But ultimately, you want to have a future plan so that you know what you're working towards. And are you using this time to move forward or to move back from what your plan is? So that's just something to keep in mind. If you have any questions, I encourage you to email me at abencomo@cuhsd.org, or send a loop mail message. And once you've made that decision about what you're going to do, go ahead and complete the form that I have at the end of the presentation, and I look forward to celebrating you. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see you again. Thank you.